You have said there are courses that are expensive, and I agree with you, correctly. Medicine is in the region of 600,000. Maybe you have a child from a vulnerable family. We must equally isolate such cases so that we don't give a chance for a child from a vulnerable family who wants to do medicine, even though it is expensive. We must make sure that they get the highest allocation of scholarship to make sure that they are not disadvantaged. I agree with you. And again, I am ready to work together with you guys, sit down with the ministry, sit down with the Higher Education Loans Board, so that we agree on the criteria. Because you guys are equally leaders. And I want to recruit you to be part of the solution. Yeah, I have no problem. Because we want a transparent thing. And we want to be honest to ourselves. We must never live a lie. We must live within our means. You have also said that, and I don't want a child from a vulnerable background to go and do a different course merely because the course they qualify for is expensive. That's not right. And that's why I agree with you. We must make sure they do the course that they qualify and facilitate them to make sure that they do that course. I agree with you also, and I have taken it up because the communication of the new funding model is faulty. When you send a student an admission letter and it has 300,000, that is the money they think they're supposed to pay. Yeah, because that's what it is. So the parent looks at 300,000 and says, "Acha tu nijipange mambo ingine." So, and yet, why we said the money should be there is so that every parent can know that government is contributing so much, the student is going to take loan of so much in terms of, government is contributing in terms of scholarship and loan, and then a smaller percentage is paid for by the parent depending on their ability. So the communication there is wrong, and I agree with you 100%. And we have already instituted a program to make sure that we correct. And I agree with you that it must be taken to the lowest level possible. And then two other things you have mentioned, which are correct. You're saying when you finish, nobody should ask you, where is the clearance certificate from HELP? Because you've just finished, you don't have a job, where are you going to find the money to pay the loan? Yeah? So we must have actually, I thought the practice was you wait. Nobody expects you to pay the Higher Education Loans Board until you have a job, surely. Because otherwise, how do you pay? And that is what happened to us. They waited for us. When they found that you now have a salary, then they came for you. But if you have no salary, you are hustling somewhere, selling, I don't know, doing what, or doing some other work, there is no way anybody will expect you to pay. So again, I am ready to agree with you on your suggestions. What do you suggest? Do we give a 5-year grace period? Do we say you start paying 2 years after you get a job so that maybe you get a grace period of at least you don't pay the first 1 year ujipange hapo kidogo, maybe the first 2 years or whatever, and then you start paying after that. That I would agree with you that we go that direction. Interest. You said we need to discuss interest. Again, we need to sit down with, some of you are doing actuarial courses. Sindio? Yeah, wakuje watueleze. So that it's not me saying. The students who are doing courses in that space, let them come and tell us, okay, what interest should we pay? Because it's a product of science. And we are all scholars. Sindio, do you want us to use guesswork? So we use science. So let's get some of our students to work out for us a model. What is the interest we should pay? Is it 1%? Is it 2%? Is it 3%? Let them come and, otherwise, if we use guesswork, then we are doing a disservice to our scholarly knowledge. Yeah? So I'm ready we can discuss. And whatever science tells us, this is it, let us agree to that interest rates.